Hey, who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm
it.
saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
So like 2 or 3 months ago, I made a video talking about how much I used to love Alvin and the Chipmunk back when I was 6, to the point I was obsessed with those singing squirrels. Shit, I was bumping to Beautiful Girl's Chipmunk version on YouTube every time I get the chance. Those were the days, man. I wish I could turn back time. Now I gotta be worrying about paying taxes and shit. Anyway, going completely off topic here. Today I'm gonna be reviewing that Alvin and the Chipmunk series that came out in 2015. Now I remember seeing like a few episodes when it came out on Nick. At the time I thought it was complete doo-doo water because of how they massacred the chipmunks. Like, look at them, bruh. They look like midgets. Do these niggas even have fur? They just look like Caucasian midgets.
I'm a midget who's suicidal.
After I watched a few episodes lately, looking past the shitty character designs, I could confidently say that this show isn't that bad, I guess. It's a hit or miss, not gonna lie. Some episodes be entertaining and some just be boring as fuck. What I've noticed about this show is that it loves awkward humor. I don't really find it funny, but then again, humor is subjective. If the chipmunks were shouting racial slurs at each other, it probably would have been more funny to me. I give the show props for actually giving the chipheads unique personalities. In the CGI movies, they were just gender swap version of the chipmunks, and that's it. But in the show, Eleanor, the green one, isn't just a fat girl. She also likes to play sports, which doesn't make much sense if you really think about it, but then again, they're talking mutant chipmunks. Why am I bringing logic into this? Then we got Jeanette, the purple one. She's not just shy and smart, she also cares about the environment and shit. I wonder what's her opinion on abortion. Then last but not least, we got Brittany, the group leader of the chipheads. She's just an attention whore. Let me go back to the character designs for a sec and let's focus on this nigga Alvinn's drip. Why is there a fucking hole on his sleeve? Isn't these niggas supposed to be rich or some? Why is this nigga looking like a bum? Not gonna lie, if this nigga Theodore was real, my only purpose in this world would be to execute this nigga. I can't stand this nigga's voice, bruh. Every time this dude opened his mouth, he ruined my day, man. Like fucking hell, man. This nigga's voice higher than the one in the CGI movies. There were a couple episodes where Alvin and Simon were crushing on some human characters. That's what would be the opposite of bestiality? Humanality. That's against God's will. Talking about the human characters, they all suck donkey balls. Like this nigga Alvin's friend named Cheesy that speaks like he's drowning in his own saliva and is probably on the spectrum just like Theodore with his dumb ass. God, I hate Theodore. Alright, I'm talking too much. Let's review some episodes. So first we got an episode called The Chipmunk and the Catfish. It starts off with this bitch ass nigga Theodore giving his classmate cards for Valentine's and shit. Then we got this nigga Cheesy over here bitching about not getting bitches. So Theodore felt bad and decided to catfish him.
Is this nigga serious?
So Theodore is just texting this nigga Cheesy, leading him on, got this nigga thinking he talking to a bad bitch. That nigga Cheesy tried to call the supposed bad bitch, so Theodore had to ask Eleanor for help, blah blah blah. Shit happens, then this nigga Cheesy found the actual girl in the photo Theo used and stalked the bitch. More shit happened and Theodore learned his lesson, then they all live happily ever after. The end. Yeah, I know I left out a lot of moments in this episode, but I honestly couldn't be bothered to watch that episode over again. It's not that it's bad or anything, it's just that it's an episode you watch once and never watch again. I still can't get over the designs of the characters. It's pissing me off, bruh. Then there's this episode called Lil T. With a name like that, you know it's gonna be some bullshit. So in this episode, these chip niggas gotta write a song cause their ghostwriter, Dave, went on a vacation or some shit. Theo came up with a rap song about ice cream, but his brothers wasn't fucking with that shit, so he posted his rap on YouTube and it blew up. Then some record label niggas showed up to sign Theodore and they rebranded him to Lil T. Then this nigga Theo started talking like how Butters was talking when he became a pimp.
Lil T doesn't take nothing from no one. Know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying?
After going viral from rapping about ice cream, Theo was offered to go on tour with Biggie Smalls. Then this nigga get shot. Guess he got rebooted or something. But he didn't go because his brothers were gonna miss him or some shit like that. I don't know, bro. This episode ended so dumb. Not much happened in this one.
Ridiculous. Speak for yourself. I look hot.
You's a freaky ass nigga. Fuck you mean?
And lastly, we got this episode called Car Wars. Probably one of the most boring episodes I've watched so far. It starts off with the Chipmunks and the Chipheads going to some concert venue, but then they're stuck in traffic. The whole episode is just them making small talk the whole time to make time pass. There was a couple jokes, but none of them land. You could almost see the jokes coming a mile away. And Jeanette with her corny ass talking about,
Maybe the Alvinnn and the Chipmunks were the friends we made along the way.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Then it end off with the chip niggas singing on the highway.
So get the fuck off the airwaves.
So yeah, that was the Chipmunk series. You know what? Who am I kidding? This show is fucking ass. I'm only going easy on it because I grew up with the Chipmunks. They were the staple of my childhood. And honestly, if I wasn't being biased, I would give the rating a 3 out of 10. But because I'm a biased person, my final score is a 5 out of 10. Just look at them, bruh. Anyway, we've reached the end of the video. I know it's a bit short. I honestly don't want to be watching any more Chipmunk shit right now. The voices are starting to get annoying. My tolerance for the high-pitched voices isn't as good as it used to be. So yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
What else am I in the mood for?
Spit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Play with my balls and tell me how big they are.
The fuck?
Honey, rub your beaver up and down my face. Sit on the corner of the bed and watch me whack off.